Hey, dude, what's going on? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of XRP USD. Right now we're at 19 cents. And what I wanted to do today was go over some trend line breaks with you guys, what to pay attention to, looking for moving averages, and is now a good time to jump into XRP. So we're going to get into all that, guys. If you like me covering XRP, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know down low what you've been doing. Have you been accumulating? Have you been trading it? Have you been patient, just waiting for a good opportunity? Let me know down low. I'd be curious to hear what you guys are doing as well. So what I want to do, I was going through my book, Japanese Candlestick Charting Techniques, last night, and I came upon something I wanted to share with you guys. So just hold on with me for a minute. I think you're going to enjoy this, but this is what I've really taken to heart and why I started trading as opposed to just hodling. Number one, all long-term trends begin with short-term moves. Number two, there is no room for hope in the market. The market goes in its own way without regard to you or your position. The market does not care whether you own it or not. The one thing worse than being wrong is staying wrong. Lose your opinion, not your money. Be proud of the ability to catch mistakes early. Getting stopped out concedes a mistake. People hate to admit mistakes since pride and prestige get involved. Good traders will not hold views too firmly. It has been said that famous private investor Warren Buffett has two rules. Number one, capital preservation. And number two, don't forget rule number one. And I think that's very important because when I first got into this space, all I wanted to do was hodl. And then once I started to look at these candlestick patterns and started learning more about technical analysis and trend line breaks and breaking down through moving averages, I could see these things happening or a downturn about to take place. And I said, why would I leave my money in this if I can see we're about ready to lose 50%? And think about it, guys. What we're doing here, we're looking at XRP, and this is about a 6-month downtrend that we've been in. And we've went from 50 cents all the way down to 19 cents. You don't want to lose more than half your money just sitting there waiting and hoping that XRP is going to come back. Do I believe in the long term it's going to do well? I do. And do I believe 19 cents is a great price for it? I do, but we do not have confirmation for a buy yet. And that's what I wanted to put out there. And that's what we're going to dig into today. So first of all, take a look at trendline breaks and how consistent these are in the crypto space. So when we broke down through here, we're at around 42 cents, guys. And ever since that break on high volume, we just cruised all the way down to a low of around 24 cents before we started to get another push up. So when you think about that, guys, you don't want to lose 30, 40, 50% of your money when you can clearly see something. Look at this trendline break on heavy volume there. That's a significant sign of we need to get out of the market. And now back here, this is where we started this short-term uptrend, and we've been talking about this. If you go back in some previous videos here, guys, and I was talking, if we lose this trend line, it could get ugly. We lost the trend line at almost 30 cents. And look where we ended up going down to, about 20 cents. So this is what I'm talking about, capital preservation, so you can put your money in at the best price possible for XRP. And also when we start making those higher highs and higher lows, and then you can see this break again just here in the short term. We broke down through that, and we started losing it again over 10%. And these are the things that I want to point out to you guys. Now, in terms of going long overall, do you see this teal downtrend line? That's what we need to break out of. It's very significant that we get out of that. And also I want to point out in red here, this was our support line that we needed to hold. We actually broke down through that as well, and we lost that, guys. So what I want to do is go through now each moving average one at a time. And what we're going to look for here, number one, is our 20 EMA, which is very significant in the crypto market. You can see that's pressing in purple, pressing down upon us, so the trend is still down. And what I would like to see is a candle close up above that on big volume, trying to get up above and testing again this teal trend line. So for me, I would not be taking an XRP position right now. Unless you have just a long-term strategy and you're slowly dollar cost averaging in, then guys, go for it. That's your strategy and you have a plan, and I'm fine with that. But for people who are trading this would not be the time for me to get in. We are not closing up above a moving average. We don't have a bullish candlestick pattern, and we have not gotten any type of indicator like a stock cross here yet for us to go long to the upside. So the next one I want to look at is our 40 EMA. That's pressing down upon us. You can see how that's acted as overhead resistance. Then we'll go to our 50 moving average. That's acting as overhead resistance. And then our 200-day EMA. So as a longer term investor or a person who knows what they're doing in terms of the market, a trader is going to look at this and say, why in the world would I jump in right now when we have all these negative things going against us? We're below the trend line. We have every moving average up above us, and we have significant overhead resistance at around that 23 cents that we broke down through down to the downside that we lost. You know, guys, and these are the things that I want to point out to people. I want to help people save some money, and I want to help people not FOMO into this market. That's one of the main things that I'm here for, is to just help people really look at the market in a different way. You'll see so many videos out there, people saying XRP is going to $100 by 2020. Where are all those people now, you know, who have said Litecoin's going to $1,000 by 2020 or Bitcoin's going to all-time highs by 2020? Guys, the technical analysis would have shown you that that's not going to be the case. We have to start making higher highs and higher lows, and we need to get above all these moving averages and this downtrend line before we even think about things like that. Now, next I want to point out our stock. So our stock's at 20 and 37, so we're getting to that oversold territory, but we have not gotten across. What I would like to see is a bullish cross coming in the next few days with a bullish candlestick pattern, and us getting at least up above this 20 EMA first, guys, and then we'll start working through the other ones. And you know, I'm not telling you we can't get some huge stick of volume that just comes in and it's market manipulation and all of a sudden we're up above all this stuff. That can happen. I mean, you can see it back in this area here. XRP likes to do that. In one day it went from 32 cents all the way up to almost 42 cents. So that's always a possibility. But in terms of just looking at the technicals, you want to preserve your capital the best that you can. And for me, I'm not at the point of wanting to buy XRP yet. I'm going to wait for a potentially better spot, and I want to see Bitcoin start to bottom first as well, because when Bitcoin drops hard, XRP and the others are going to drop hard as well, and we're seeing that consistently. Just like XRP here, we're in a short-term uptrend. Bitcoin dumped and we ended up losing all of this, and that's just is what it is. As we were coming up here testing this 200-day EMA, which we needed to get up through, we didn't have volume, we didn't have conviction, so we lost it and we fell to the downside. So guys, I'm gonna do the best that I can showing you this technical analysis. I know some people don't believe in it, but for me, it has made me and saved me a lot of money in terms of looking at these charts from a technical standpoint. I don't even get into the fundamentals at all. It's all technical, all price action, and it's worked very well for me, so I want to share it with you guys. So if you get something from this video, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you all being here with me today. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, don't FOMO in this market. There's always going to be another opportunity. Take care, my friends.